Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to my full moon in Aries donation-based workshop. If this is your first time taking one of my workshops, welcome. If you are back again after taking one before, welcome back. I'm super stoked to have you guys here. This full moon energy is kind of intense, but I'm excited to kind of teach you and guide you how to work with it and what to expect, because the more you know, the better you're going to be able to handle it. If you've not made a donation yet, you can go ahead and do so now. There's a link that will send you to a page on my website that has PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo, so whatever works for you. And make whatever donation you can, whatever donation you feel good about. I'm super grateful for every single donation, no matter the amount. And I'm really glad to be able to have this as a resource and to be able to connect with you guys in any way. So if you like these workshops, please let me know. Please send a donation. And you can also send one at the end if you feel like you want to do that. The first thing that I want to mention, this energy is kind of like rock your world energy, all right? Aries is intense. It's the baby of the zodiac. It's the first sign of the zodiac. So there's a lot of things to think about when you think about Aries as a sign. It's the fool, it's the beginner, it's the baby. It's also determined and enthusiastic and really excited, and has this fire to just like trailblaze and go for it. There is no experience behind them, haunting them or making them afraid of what could happen. They're like, I believe in this and I'm going to go for it. So the sun is going to be in Libra and the moon is going to be in Aries, and they are sister signs. So that's another thing I want to mention. Fire signs, this is definitely a time for you to take action and get inspired and really utilize the energy, and releasing. Okay, so there's some extra fire behind helping you let go. This full moon is also the harvest moon. So you think about the harvest, after all the fruits of your labor. We're winding down into a new season. This is a time for gratitude. This is a time for balance. This is a time for sharing. This is a time for health and home. It's overall a very warm feeling. When you think of fall or you think of autumn, that kind of cozy feeling, right? We're not freezing cold. We're not in the dead of the winter. Everything is still alive. So really just settling into that phase and having a lot of gratitude for everything that has come before, everything that's on the horizon and everything that's going on right now. Gratitude in your heart right now is going to help keep you grounded with this really fiery energy. A few other astrological notes about this. I'm not an astrologist, so I do get this from other sources, but I do like to share it because it is a part of the energy. But this is a very intense and interesting full moon, right? So we have Mars squaring the full moon. Mars rules Aries, okay? So things could get a little heated. Mars is the planet of passion and sex and fighting and all of that. You might want to aggressively cut people off. So I do feel like there's an influence here to be like, F you, F you, F you. And so, yeah, maybe it's a good time to exercise those boundaries and really actually finally cut some people out. Maybe it's a good time to reflect and make sure we're not doing so impulsively. Okay. Mars will be in Libra, which is a sister sign of Aries. And so things could be tense because that's not necessarily a place that Mars loves. So just be aware of that. This tension, there's aggression, there's this heated mentality behind this full moon that you may witness in other people or yourself. So have a little bit more patience with yourself. This energy could be shocking. It could be healing. There could be breakthroughs. You can have all of that, right? So it's important to remember that with this, there's big releases as well. So with this big energy and this fiery energy and this impulsive energy, when you do a ritual and you write it all out and you throw it into the fire or you light it on fire, it's gone, right? You've fully released it. That is fire is the element of I am destroying it into a different form. So think about that with the things you're releasing right now. The things that you're not releasing impulsively or in a toxic way, but the things you're really ready to let go of, throw it into the fire. Okay. So this brings me into our ritual, which this is not a ritual that you may be unfamiliar with, but I do feel like it is perfectly fitting. So we're going to do it anyway. So you're going to take a piece of paper that you can get rid of, and you're going to make a list of the things that you were finally ready to let go of. Okay. Finally, this is not I kind of want to let go or I want to let go, but I don't know how. This is I am so effing done, ready to let that go, cutting the cord, goodbye, new chapter. Okay. So I encourage you to sit with this and to really get to that point of being I am completely done. I want you to embody that energy. I don't want you to just write it down on a list and be like, I'm done. No, like, I'm so freaking done. I make a list of those things. Even if they're things you think you've released before, if it's coming up right now, write it down. And then when you're done with that, I want you to destroy it with fire in a way that is safe for you. Throw it in a fire pit, throw it in a barbecue, a heat safe dish. Be careful, please. If you don't have so find a safe way to do it. Okay. Be careful. But use the element of fire. If you don't feel safe burning, envision fire around it, taking it all away. Okay. Our self-worth could really be triggered right now. This is an opportunity to heal. This is an opportunity to understand that, like, maybe what you're carrying around when it comes to the guilt and the shame and this and the that and whatever, maybe it's not even for you. Maybe that's not the emotion to want to carry anymore. Maybe we need to realize here that, like, there are relationship patterns that we're releasing. So not just love, okay? This is like family patterns. This is friendship patterns, okay? Releasing really big stuff right now. There could be some unexpected conversations, and just know, with all the energy that I already talked about here, bring extra patience to those conversations, especially with other people. They may be coming at you sideways. You may be coming at them sideways. Maybe not. And that's great, but just be prepared for these unexpected. Okay, so we're going to pull some collective cards here. I'm also going to tune in intuitively. But for starts, this is very on brand with this energy. The first two that came out here, like, we are doing everything we can to stay aligned with our vision, our goal, our authenticity, and anything that's holding us back, whether it's our fault, somebody else's fault, whatever it is, we are saying F that. So if you have been in, like, toxic patterns with your health or with your partner, with your family, or with yourself, okay, self-sabotage, abandoning yourself, if that's holding you back from this most aligned, balanced version of yourself, we're done. We're so done. Why? Because transformation is on the other side, and we are finally seeing what actually needs to go to get here. This change, this intensity, it's all happening. And I know that you're probably feeling that too, where you're like, things are finally actually happening and coming together, right? So this is a final purge before a really big shift. So let's get a few more and see. All right. Who you surround yourself with. This is a big topic. Again, we talked about how relationships are going to be affected right now. If you are around people who are like Debbie Downers, or who are really negative, or who are just like on a completely different planet than you energetically in the way that they live, you might not have tolerance for them anymore. Because if you are shining like the sunshine, right? If you are a ray of sunshine, if you are love, if you are light, if you embody joy and gratitude, and you're hanging around around a dark cloud all the time, you are going to realize that that is another element of what is holding you back. So you could be really reevaluating the people around you and being like, are they actually helping me progress, right? Or are they holding me back? And am I allowing and attaching myself to something that isn't even me, right? Action, 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 decisions, 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 okay? This is the time to put it into action. This is the time to be like, I've thought enough about this and I know what's good for me. I'm going to actually do it. Something that came through to me today, and this is perfect because it was just channeling through me, was you are not actually doing yourself or the universe or anybody any good by talking about the things you're going to do, by talking about the things you want to do. It's literally like, it does nothing, okay? Yes, you may be manifesting and envisioning, but unless you're taking inspired action, unless you're actually aligning with this vision and this idea, it's nothing. It doesn't even exist, right? The present moment is all we have. So if you're talking about what you're going to do and what you want to do, and you're not actually taking any movement towards that, it means nothing. It's like empty promises. It's like somebody telling you, I'm going to do this and I'm going to change and I'm going to get better and I'm going to get help, and taking no action, right? Action, not words. Not just from other people, but when you're talking to yourself too. No more empty promises to yourself. No more of the I'm going to and I want to and the no. What do you need to do now? Okay, this is assignment number 2. Get out a piece of paper that you're going to keep. Put in a journal. What are you going to actually do? Not what you want to do, not what you're gonna do, but like, where is the action you can start taking now? Even if it's small, even if you're scared, even if it feels far away, now is the time to utilize this energy and to really go for it. So I want you to make a list of like an actual plan, like if you want to start a business, how are you going to start that business? What's your first move? Do you need a certain amount of money to save? Do you need to buy a certain thing to begin the thing? Do you need to start showing up? What is it that you need to do? Do you need to take a class? Do that. Don't allow yourself to continue to make excuses. Find ways to start, even if it's small, and start getting that energy moving towards your dreams. If you conclude that you are what is holding yourself back, if you're like, I am choosing that, or there's more that I could be doing, or I'm choosing to spend time around people who hold me back, or I'm in a relationship where I'm unhappy, if you can take accountability for that right now and make those changes, do so. Like, be so fed up with the way that things are going that you can even be fed up with yourself and be like, enough is enough. I've learned my lesson. I'm going to do something different. Okay. If you need to do that, do that. Don't allow yourself to like make excuses for why you're not living your dreams. If there's something that you can do and it's within your power and control, even if it's small, okay? I totally empathize and understand that we're not all in the position to just do everything at once. That is very, very real. But until you start giving it energy, until you start moving with it, you're not going anywhere, right? So please use this energy. Do yourself a favor. Take account. If there's a way for you to take more accountability in your life, where maybe you were blaming other people and making excuses, in whatever way, if you can take accountability even in a small way. Okay, let's say you're dealing with a really toxic person and they make whatever you're trying to do really difficult, whether it's taking care of yourself or anything, right? And you're like, they're the reason why I'm not able to do it. No, stop. What can we change? What can we change here to like reverse that story? What can we change? Can we do these things separate from them? Can we leave their company? What can we do to change it, right? I don't want anybody to feel powerless. I want everyone to really understand and step into the power that they have to change their lives, even if it's in a small way. Like, do the thing for yourself, okay? You deserve it. You deserve it so much. For this workshop, I'm actually going to skip the guided meditation because I want you to stay in this action-based energy, to chase after it. Like, instead of sitting and getting in the energy, I want you to tap into what do you want, how are you going to get there, and what are your steps, and run with that, okay? There are different times where I want you to go inward and go deep, but I feel like this is your heart's burning desire right now. That's what we need to be listening to. What is your heart's burning desire? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? And what is holding you back? Because we need to let that go now. We need to let that go, especially as we're going to be moving into eclipse season. We got all kinds of things coming up next. Do you want to take all that baggage with you? No, I don't think so. I have some super exciting offers coming up, so please keep an eye out for that. Follow me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all the things. Stay in tune. Sign up to my email list as well. I send special offers. Right now, I've got some really amazing things that I'm brewing up. I've got 2 spaces left for Spiritual Mentorship. If you don't know, Spiritual Mentorship is working together very closely for 4 weeks with customized assignments, meditations, journal prompts, meeting once a week for 2 hours, lots of support. So this is good for those who are like on their spiritual journey, whether it's your healing journey, you're developing intuition, stepping into your power, creating a business. Like, this is accountability, support, guidance, tools, all that good stuff. So I got 2 spots. You apply and then we set up a meeting to make sure that we're a good fit, because it's really important to me that I can provide what you need. I have mediumship reading one-on-one sessions. I have psychic medium one-on-one sessions, and I have energy healing. Stay tuned for all this good. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for taking my workshop. Please leave me some feedback. Let me know how you liked it. I love to hear what you guys think. And yeah, if you have not made a donation, go ahead and do so now. There's a link, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, whatever you fancy, and whatever amount you can and want to. I accept all of it with so much gratitude. But thank you for being here. And I'm really excited for this full moon. So let's release and let's really get this ball rolling. So thank you. I love you. And I'll see you soon.